And we are back here at All-Star Fandom, not Prime, but All-Star Fandom, as we review the Predator movie, Predator Badlands. Quite the movie. We got a lot of thoughts. Dion, Jen, Doc, we're the usual suspects here. I'm just going to go ahead and just throw it to Doc on this one.
Go for it.
And what we're going to be doing, too, we're going to be going through our initial thoughts along with spoiler-free first half. Then the second half, we're going to dive into spoilers. So we'll have a certain break within the show. So if you haven't seen it, you can tap out, come back when you see it to finish the video, too. But yeah, so Doc, your initial thoughts
of
Predator Badlands. If the title didn't give it away.
Hey, people. Hey, y'all look at me right quick. Let me tell you something. Y'all go see this movie, dog. This movie is absolutely phenomenal. If you're looking for a movie where you can have action, thriller, comedy, emotional highs and lows, this movie is the one for you. And let me tell you, it's no short stopping on the action. We like action around here. This movie is absolutely awesome. It got something for everybody. And when I tell you, you're going to leave the theater like, man, I can't wait until the next sequel come out. Trust me, it's money well spent. Y'all go get your coins ready. I'm telling you, this movie is good. I promise you, Elise and I was in this movie. Dog, listen to me.
Elise watched it?
And I went to this movie.
It's PG-13, so it's definitely
PG-13, so you can take your children to go see it as long as you don't mind a little bit of gore. It's not humans, androids, and whatnot. Anyway, Elise got up after this movie, y'all. Elise said, that was a good movie. She's 10.
Wow.
That lets you know how good of a movie this is. And I'm not going to give away any spoilers, so I'm going to leave it at that. But listen to
we have our section. We have our section where we'll dive into it.
Okay.
A little bit. But
y'all go and check this movie out. Dude,
we need to talk about it. There's no way we can't.
Y'all, new weapons. New weapons. Can we talk about them? Are we going to talk about them?
Yeah, so we'll talk about it. Yeah, I'm going to tag in since Doc's hot. It's a hot tag, so I'm tag in.
Go for it.
I made the title for this. It's the one I've been waiting for. This is the Predator movie I've been waiting for. How many times have we had this discussion? How long have we known each other now?
Long time.
Humans get in the way of everything.
They do.
Even real life stuff. So the fact that you're giving me a Predator, you're giving me Deck, and I'm following his story, and just the beginning of that movie, and you see how undersized he is, because we talked about this last week about him being sort of like the run of the litter, right? And then we move fast forward throughout the movie where he is even the runt of the Yacha is a cold piece of work, man. Even the runt,
he's cold-blooded, dog.
That whole freaking dynamic.
Even the runt of the tribe got it like that. And I thought this was a phenomenal story, especially when we weave in the stuff we talked about earlier in the week with aliens and the Wayland. I was like, we're good, man. We're good, and we move on. The PG-13 rating didn't affect me whatsoever. Completely forgot that it was, honestly. But we talked about that this week too. We talked about that this week too. About what is Deck fighting? Other monsters, and then we knew some Wayland droids were going to be in that mix. So it's not like it's Ninja Turtles cartoon fighting robot foot soldiers. That's pretty much how I took it. So we could get past, we get Leonardo slices and dicing, man. So this is what we got with Deck. I absolutely love this movie.
Oh man.
And what we could possibly be building to, or what's coming next. I'm sorry, man. It had everything in this movie for me. Jen, I'll tap out. You're up next. Initial thoughts. Predator Badlands.
Give me the game. Give me the game.
Come on with it.
I want the game. The moment the film opened, I'm gonna be careful here because you guys know how I get once I get going. It's the opening of the movie, the shot that it opens with, and how it just sat on it. for a good long while. I was instantly captivated. This film was wonderful, from everything from the special effects, practical effects, the story. The casting was phenomenal. Ella Fanning. I don't know what gifting these Fanning sisters have, but Ella Fanning's performance, I'm never disappointed. I wasn't disappointed again.
Is that Dakota Fanning's sister?
Yes, this is Dakota Fanning's sister.
Mm-hmm.
I just so super impressed with this whole thing. I loved it. I want to go back and see it. It's so good. Everyone should go see it. It's worth seeing in IMAX 3D because that's what I saw it in IMAX.
Oh, really?
I did the 3D, especially. Oh my goodness. Woo! It was good.
Now this, keep going.
I recommend it in 3D. It is something. So yeah, initial thoughts. I loved everything about it from all the different angles. Like I said, from the story to the characters to the world building that they did. Doc, you called it in our last episode. I will say that with some of the theories we were hypothesizing. I sat there. I was like, Doc called it. He called it. And I will leave it there because I'm tiptoeing to be non-spoilery.
Right.
Until we get to that section, at least.
Yes.
But with this one, for me, man, I here's a question for the panel then. Man, okay, it's a good one. I think it's an okay one. So this is the first time we got. Well, it goes into, we've seen the movie, so I kind of feel like we're going to answer it all the same. But let's move on to another. Was Deck a compelling character, and did you actually care about him throughout this entire movie?
I did for me.
I am Deck. Yeah, I cared about him from the opening scene, dog.
How did it feel caring about a predator? Because it's the first time we've seen a predator with legit personality, legit like follow through, thought, why he's doing what he's doing. This is the first time we see an image or a story, at least a POV, that we've never seen before.
Actually, this is the second time we've seen a predator with feelings and actions like Deck. Remember Wolf when he was hunting down the aliens?
The fact that like he's the star of this movie. That's what I'm saying. Like it's his movie. Right. Nobody else. He's not sharing it. I mean, Ella Fanning, fantastic. But this is a Predator movie following the Yacha. Probably one of the most compelling characters. Yeah, telling his story.
Right.
Jen, compelling character. How would you what's your takeaway from Dex? I guess the way they built his character throughout this movie.
Man, from the get-go, when we're introduced to him and seeing the dynamic between from where he's at the start of the story, the events that happen right at the jump after that, you get. And what I like about it is, for those people who have never seen a Predator movie, you get context of culture, the species, the way the predators think, the way they're supposed to be in this universe. They spell it out very well. So whoever thought about this film going, you know what? It's been a while since we got a Predator movie. Let me do some clarification for people in case this is their first Predator movie. I really like how they did that. And then, yes, I really love that from the jump, I care about Deck. Because that dynamic, how many people can relate to that? Not feeling fully, well, I'm going to be careful. Just to the dynamic we were introduced to. Mm-hmm. So, and yeah, I was with him the whole time, watching him through his process, the challenges he goes through throughout the story. The adaptability he has to adapt to, because there's that resisting of not wanting to because of the species he comes from, versus where he doesn't have a choice in this instance, especially if he wants to survive. So yeah, I care about him. I'm Team Deck.
and that's the thing. Like, and we'll figure out where we need to split this for spoiler when we move into spoilers, because there's still so much sort of like dissect before get into the main part of the nitty gritty of the movie. But let's talk about this because Doc, you kind of brought it up a little bit. PG-13 rating. Did it impact the intensity in this movie whatsoever?
Not at all. Not at all.
I agree.
Let me tell you, dog, some of the best fighting sequences of a movie is in this film here. And I'm pretty sure the actor was fighting pure air, and he is one great actor. I can't pronounce his last name.
It's a lot, man. I don't want to butcher it.
But this dude is phenomenal.
But you sent it in the message, like the practical effects that were used in this movie. When the movie started, seeing like a full CGI, I started thinking like, okay, what's this? The full CGI Predator or Yacha that we're seeing for the first time, like for a long period of time. Not the end of the movie, take the mask off,
right?
Predator yell, like none of that. This is like, how are we gonna do this for an entire movie? And they pulled it off flawlessly because it's a combination. Right. It's a combination of what CGI and practical suits.
Yeah,
and you can't go wrong when you do it that way.
Like he was really carrying her on his back.
Can I jump in?
Mountains, walking, like he was really carrying her, like for real.
Yeah, can I jump in on that? Because I was checking out some behind the scenes information. So yeah, the entire suit is a practical suit with the exception of this part of the face. That's where that CGI came in, and you can't tell. It looks so clean.
It's good.
It is so clean. And then
there were times I thought it may have been just like the back in the day, like the puppet, like the animatronic face. Yeah. I thought that there were times where it looked that good.
Yeah, and then for Dakota Fanning's character, I forget the AI two names because there's two names.
Ella Fanning.
Yeah, Ella Fanning's character. What they did was they used. Thank you. What they did was they actually had her like on his back, but then they used a rigging to where her legs are in a sling and she's wearing blue stockings. So he's really carrying her, walking with her. And according to both actors, they were filming on location in New Zealand. Like they were climbing, doing stuff. So a lot of it was shot on location, which is dope. All of that.
Because even looking at like the movie when they were like got in their like Lord of the Rings sort of travels. That's what I called it. When we pan out, we see the area.
The fellowship.
Like, I was like, this is it's giving me those feels. And again, just other things from that movie too, before we jump into like the spoilers part, was it might be a little bit of spoiler. Let's talk about it.
Go for it.
Somewhat lighthearted comedy and dialogue within this movie.
I know, right?
I did not expect it, but I enjoyed it. I mean, it was like, it's a great honor for you. It's a great honor. It's a great honor for you. I was like, oh, okay. Like, and the fact that we got around the whole language barrier.
I loved what they did.
Thanks to Thea. Like, we were hearing it in the language that worked for us or that we could hear, or like a universal language. So it was a dope sort of way that they did it. And granted, there was a lot of subtitles within this one, but no one cared. It felt even more intense reading it or hearing his voice and you putting it behind the subtitle. So to anything else before we sort of move into, I guess, the spoilery part of
let's get to the spoilery part because
I do want to say one thing. I want to jump I want to jump onto your point you just made. I am so glad that they went with the decision that they made where Deck's language, we're going to hear his language throughout, and whenever he speaks, we get subtitles. I really like that. And then Ella Fanning's character spoke in English, but then with the clarification of, you're going to understand me, but we understand what she's saying and asking and all that. I thought that was just so cool because I sometimes I try to go here in my brain. It's like, if this really was real life, would this make sense to a degree? And it does. It makes sense. It's not too far left. It's not too far right. Because Because that's kind of what we do now. I mean, we have Google Translate. If we go to another country and we're not fluent, I mean, I did that on a recent trip to Tokyo, where if I had trouble speaking with someone, I did that and it helped. So I really liked that. And I think we need to do that more in films, especially if you're going to do certain stories like this, where there's an actual language. Put subtitles on it. I'm all for it.
For sure. Yeah, it didn't take me out of it.
No.
I didn't get annoyed by it. You could still feel every word that he said while you were reading it. Like it was like,
yeah, it's the tonality, the delivery.
Yeah, it was delivery of it, and I mean, I've been waiting for something like this for a very long time.
So
and
good.
This met all expectations for me,
So
especially given like we talked about the Predator franchise this week, well, our last show on Wednesday. And man, it's up there, man. Which I'll save that question for the end. But let's jump into just sort of the spoilers. So this is the part in the break at 16:20 where we're going to go into spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, you can tap out now, so you're not to spoil anything. But then come back and sort of get our thoughts for that too. Or if you just like spoilers, you just stick around and we'll talk about it. So I want to know
for the people that's in the chat, if y'all have seen the movie, drop down in the chat. What did y'all think about this film?
Yes,
we really want to know.
And
thank y'all for tuning in. ATL, Turtle, and King. Thank y'all for coming in and rocking with us.
Thank you.
So I didn't fully write a synopsis. I'm just going to go through it real quick, or just the thought process. At the beginning, we start off. There's Deck. There's his brother. He's after his brother, or they're sort of, again, it felt like a game they were playing, like a hunt, right?
It's a training sequence.
Yeah, you can obviously see that Deck. You can obviously see that Deck is undersized compared to his brother. His brother is like Bane to.
And the crazy thing is, his brother is even little, bro.
In comparison to the guy we saw later, his father.
To their dad, they're both small.
So long story short, at that beginning, Deck's the runt of the litter, the runt of the tribe, pretty much. And it was his brother's job, because of his dad's orders. Hey, we cull in our weak, we kill our weak. And he saw that Deck was weak, or he thought that he was. And his brother, laying it all on the line for him, puts him back in the ship, because even before then, right before,
he gets tied down.
But they were trying to figure out like where could Deck go to bring back a trophy.
A trophy.
Yeah. So that's where we get to Genna, and that's where the spaceship was going off to. But yeah, that fight right there puts his brother back in the ship. His dad stabs his brother, arm off, everything. And Deck makes his way to Genna to take out the callus. That first part of that movie, Jen, your thoughts just on the opening and the story that we were about to get into.
I love it when I can't see something coming. So the fact that we get the opening sequence where the brother is training Deck to prepare him for his basically the becoming a man ceremony, where they go on their first hunt, where in the tradition it is, you bring back your hunt or you don't come back at all within that tradition. And it was picking, what are you going to go hunt to bring home? And he picks the thing that, even as the brother told him, our father fears this planet. He won't even go there. But then, we get that narrative, like he's the run of the litter. He's the weak one. And he's treated as such by, literally, from what we get, everybody. So he has this thing about him that he wants to prove himself. Like, yeah, I'm small, but I'm strong. I can be a part of the clan. I can be a part of this family and be a predator.
Useful, he's still useful. You saw him. He's useful still.
Very much so.
He's so useful. I mean, like, the thing is, he's young. He's inexperienced. He has to get out there. And I don't want to go too far left. I want to stick to the question. But I really loved the training sequence between he and his brother, because he's teaching him, like, the line, use the cave. And you see the brother use the cave to his advantage against Deck, and how Deck is still not getting it yet. and how that's going to play out later in the film and the storytelling. I absolutely love that. But yeah, I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that the father basically told the older son, I told you to kill him. Why are you wasting her? Why are you wasting time? Do it right now. And basically ties down his youngest son to the ground, expecting the oldest to do the deed and watch like nothing. Just, I was like, I'm sorry. What?
That's a good brother, though, man. I mean, his brother had to know what was about to happen. Like, he's given an order, he disobeys his order, and then he is then called weak because of what he did for his brother.
Which
man,
shows
everything on All-Star Prime is weak. Are you breathing? You're weak.
Dude, hey,
did you eat this morning? That's weak.
In my mind, after I saw Deck do a lot of stuff, I'm like, that's what they think is weak.
Yeah,
right.
If he in the league, man, that's an all-star. That's a Pro Bowler. That's a Hall of Famer,
weak for nothing.
That go in the Hall of Fame of ass whoopings, bro.
Yes,
he goes in the Hall of Fame as being the top, as one of the top, bro. The way he walked down through them things later on, I know we'll get to it, but before that, the way he walked down through a whole bunch of animals and whatever you can call, you can't even call them animals, things that's trying to kill them
for their planet, probably.
Well,
to your point, he's on a planet he's never been on before, and he's just going with the flow. He's watching, but he's being a predator. You know what he was, what he's expected to be. He ain't weak for nothing. Like, he wasn't even flinching.
Man. And
he just went.
And Doc, that first opening, your thoughts real quick, just from that opening and him leaving or getting sent to Guinea.
Bro, my mouth dropped. My mouth was open to at least like, Daddy. I was like, do you? I don't think she quite grasped what I see when I'm watching the film. So the betrayal of, his dad not knowing that he sent his own brother to kill him. The look on his face. The look on his face when his brother decides to fight his dad, and when he hit the button to make him go back into the
back in the ship.
Yeah.
Then the look on his face again, just the acting and the emotion. The look on his face again when Deck is telling his brother, grab the sword, but his brother grabs his severed arm and hits the button to send him on his hunt. And then his dad. Let me tell y'all.
Like, I didn't know.
That was the first 10 minutes. That was the first 10 minutes, dog.
Well, no, like, to go back to the question you asked, Dion, at the top of the show, it's like, do you think, did you care for Deck? Well, yeah. I mean, with that scene alone, and like the build up that they did before the brother turned on their father, and he's just looking at his brother like, I'm about to die. This is it. This is freaking it for me. And he's basically calling out, crying, begging. And you have that suspense like, oh, crap.
And then on top of that, as soon as you wake up, as soon as you open your eyes, something is trying to kill you. You have no time to breathe.
You can't process nothing.
Nothing. You don't even have time to think.
Nope.
I know. And Doc, you talked about it, just the looks on their face. Big shout out to the VFX company, Weta.
Yeah.
Weta does everything. Weta's done Lord of the Rings. They've done. They might have done.
Bravo.
Oh God, what else they do? Okay. They may have done. Am I wrong? Justice League. Zack Snyder's one. They've done so many. Dawn of Justice. Yeah, I think they have. They've done so much. They have a laundry list a mile long of just movies that they've worked on. So the fact that Weta is able to emote feeling through a yacht, a predator.
Yes.
And you like, oh my God, like he's strapped down in this ground, and the look on his face was like, this is how
even
it is.
The emotion in the eyes, like the way his eyes looked.
But he comes to grips with it too, saying like it almost like he came to
terms with it.
Yeah.
Because his brother says to him, "Be brave." Just before he turns on the father, he says, "Be brave," and he takes a deep breath, and he's like, "Okay."
So good.
Oh man.
And I still want to know how Dex saved his brother's life with that toy. I still want that part of that story.
I don't know. Yeah,
this is why his brother sacrificed himself, because Dex saved his life.
Well, then we're on Genna. We have a suit up situation sort of thing going, which I hate. He didn't have all of his weapons the entire time, man. That bow and arrow was, well, you know how much I like a good bow, man.
I love archery too. I was like, can I get that? I want to do that.
And he's suiting up, and this jungle is literally trying to kill him the entire way. It's like you said, as soon as he lands, then we move on. He's in this field with the spikes or stickers or whatever, and that's where we run into
razor grass.
That was before. Wait, that was after
you mean that red weed?
Oh, you talking about the poofer?
I'm talking about the yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So that's where that's where we find. Hey, I'm gonna have to put this one up.
Boy, deadly.
We all know.
Yeah, that's a good one right there. So
just count them out. 14, 15, 16.
That still only counts as one.
But then we move forward. He gets to Thea, who Elling Fanning's character. She's extremely charismatic throughout this entire thing. Her character, again, it's a Wayland android, Raylan Yutani android from Aliens. Again, I'm loving the crossover here, man, because it's subtle enough to be okay. But we find out a little bit why she's even there. I don't want to. Should I keep going, or is that enough?
Well, here's the thing. This is the spoilery part.
I know, but I'm not. I'm just saying. Should I keep going? I'm trying to cut it in parts here.
Okay.
Should it go any further? Because
go a little bit further.
Okay.
Keep it in the section.
Yeah.
So he sees her, and she helps him out. She saves him too, and he essentially starts calling her a tool because he was like, "Yacha Hun alone." He just called her a tool. You're a tool that he could use.
I think she was the one who suggested it.
Yeah, like a tool. Like so we get them on their journey. She's on his back. They're crossing over, like, Fellowship of the Ring style. And
she's just talking the whole time.
A lot. She's talking.
She does not take a breath.
Yeah, and she's and I'll stop it here. He puts her on his back, and that's when we get the all the images with her on his back, facing that way, and he's like, talk that way.
Yeah, talk that way.
And I didn't know I was gonna love this dynamic as much as I did.
Yeah.
But she played this character unbelievably.
Yeah, she did.
My goodness. I mean, I really loved Ella Fanning's characters. I mean, we're in spoiler section. She plays two different characters, two very different characters in this film. And just how different they are, because Doc, we've talked about this too on other shows, like actors and actresses who play twins and how different the twins are. It's basically the same thing here. And we're introduced to Thea, and she's just like, "Oh, hello, how are you? It's so great to see you." Blah 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 blah. Just I love.
By the way,
that.
half of her,
she has no legs, and you see part of a spine. It's just hanging.
Yeah.
I was like, "Is that her spine?" But yeah, I loved her. I really love this dynamic. And what I thought was really cool about their dynamic is how she gently challenged him, and he was receptive to it, even though there were moments like his literalness remind me of Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy, because he was like, "Oh, you're a tool. Okay, tool, come tool. I have a tool." But I really liked that. So, and then just how he was, how you see his growth, where he's being open to, like, okay, maybe I should listen to her, because I almost died within 10 minutes being on this planet.
It was less than that. And with that vulture being so intelligent, picking up boulders, trying to,
making those spikes fly to kill him.
Pop out and paralyze him.
And then she's up there, like, "I can make this a lot easier for you. Oh, and I have an antidote. Just let me know."
Yeah. But I got one comment I want to say. Something. Turtle asked, why would he even choose that beast? Because he's a predator and he got to prove himself.
He wants
He
to
is
prove
the
himself.
smallest predator that's probably still alive that was born that they did not cull and actually got away to actually prove himself to come back with a trophy. And why not get the biggest trophy you can find ever? You know what I'm saying?
I'm jumping ahead, but to your point, he actually kills the beast.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He actually kills the beast and brings back its baby. He did both.
Yeah, so let's jump a little bit there. We meet a character named Bud in this.
I love Bud.
Again, the tone of it, I did not think that I didn't expect that tone for this movie.
Because
once we got Thea on his back, and then we do all the stuff because he's hungry and he needs to hunt, he needs to eat, and he runs into this other thing who is hungry. Bud, we'll call him. That's what they called him. Well, that's what Thea named him. And we get to this point where Bud saves them. He saves Bud, and Bud spits on him, sort of tag him at his family or his clan, and Bud is with them for like the whole day, pretty much, until they leave him, and we see Bud again later on down the line, and we know the reason why. Yeah, after
Bud
that,
spits on Dex and accepts him as one of his own.
That was I was gonna say that was disgusting.
Also, too, we talk about like why Thea was there. Well, the Weyland-Yutani droids, or the corporation, or the company, was there to bring this same monster home, the same callus home, or to collect it, right? For regenerative purposes. Hey, man. Even that fight, when we found, and we're on top of that, we're on the journey to find Thea's legs too. So there's that sub action too that we need to knock out,
or side mission rather.
Yeah, and
side quest.
And we get to the point where he finds the callus, or he pulls an Arnold essentially.
Yeah, he did.
He does.
He did.
Does pull an Arnold.
He pulled it and called him out here, and they fight just like Jen said. He wins.
Oh, he proceeded to whoop that callus behind.
But then the callus
he took off a limb, he took off the tail, and then he went for the jugular and went all the way through.
Well, the first move he did, he literally gut the thing from the bottom of his chin all the way through his tail.
That's why I said he went for the jugular.
And then he takes his head off, and then the callus was like, redo.
Yeah,
or undo.
Regenerates. It's like, oh, crap.
Undo. This man just pressing control Control V.
Control V.
Or is that paste? I don't know. I can't remember. But it's just undoing like everything. And we find out like, oh crap, you probably can't kill this thing.
No.
But that's when Thea's clone, or Thea's sister, that looks like exactly like her. We'll put sister in quotes because there's some other stuff within that too. Tessa is up, her back's against the wall. The company's like, you failed. You can't fail again. Failure will not be tolerated here at Weyland-Yutani.
You will be decommissioned.
So hers is all just like focus. She's got to do this job. And again, they capture the callus, like because of the Predators. They went to the Predator ship, right? And he had like what these freezing bombs.
Yes.
Use the tech from the Predator to freeze it and then capture it. So they have it. And I don't know, did I skip anything or anybody else want to hit anything there?
So
pass off, Jen, you take it.
So when we're introduced to Thea and we get that dynamic, and when she talks about Tessa, her sister, and that she needs to find Tessa, because what's really cool about their dynamic is that they have two different POVs of what the mission is. So then the question is, when you see the two different POVs, it's like, well, wait, what was Thea told and what was Tessa told? Because they're so complete polar opposites from each other. And then I forget how long Thea says she was there just hanging out.
13 days and some change.
Days, yeah.
It just seemed like the way she absorbed the planet and the information.
13 days, 7 hours and 2 minutes.
Right. Well, we don't know how long they were there before that. I don't think.
2 weeks. They had
2
just
weeks,
built
2 weeks.
they had just built the facility.
Okay, yeah. So, but it just like the way she just absorbed everything about the planet, the culture, the animals, and how she wants to help the galaxy, the universe, and learn about it. And she thinks Tessa's doing the same thing, where Tessa's like, nah, we're just here for this.
We are here to collect specimens.
And we don't care about the rest of the planet, the species, or anything, because we see things getting shot up like nothing. That's the other thing. They're getting shot up like nothing. And then the scene where we see both Tessa and Thea talking to each other for the first time, and just again that subtle suspense building between the two. You're like, is she gonna side with Thea? Is she not?
And like, also on top of that, Jen, like when they captured the Callus, they also captured Deck too.
Yeah,
he froze with him, so they captured both.
Yeah,
and
they
again,
did.
But
with his technology,
exactly. But again, that scene you're talking about with Tessa and Thea there, Deck was on a table, strapped to a table.
Oh yeah, they're like doing stuff in his ears and his mind, and you see the inside with the graphics that they did. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like this, Doc, it's yours, man. What you got for that?
So here's the thing, guys. I'm gonna pick up where Dion left off, where Deck is essentially not even being interrogated. Thea is just being a you know what in this moment, because Tessa wants to save the Yautja, and she wants to go against whatever Mother's mission is. Right?
No, Thea.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Thea. I'm sorry. Yeah, Thea wants to save the Yautja, and Tessa is basically torturing him in front of her. You know, and but the crazy thing is,
subject really.
The crazy thing is, Thea actually did do what she initially went there for, which is to learn about certain animals, so that way Tess can come and grab them and take them. So her job is to get out here and learn them, learn what they're about, how they survive, and so we can use that knowledge. And then Tessa comes along and she learned, did all the things. Let's grab them and we're gonna take them back to the ship, right? She even did that with Deck when the planet, to help her go back and get her legs so she can put them together and put herself together and go back and find Tessa. And then the betrayal again, the look on Deck's face where he was like, the two used me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And he's on the table and he's infuriated. When I tell you, this is some good acting.
Oh gosh, yeah.
You got to give it to the VFX guys too.
You got to.
Because I'm sure there's like dots on his face or something, perhaps.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's motion capture.
But that still is a lot of type clickety clack going on there. That's why Andy Serkis couldn't win like a best actor for Gollum, even though it was essentially his face. It's how much is the VFX giving it emotion? You know what I mean?
And the actors have a different perspective on it too. Like they say, no, that's me. I'm like that's my face. I'm doing all the stuff. I mean, it's just and they've released transition videos of where they have the dots on the face and how it goes into the character.
You know how I thought about it, Jen?
How?
And because I do think like the VFX guys have to put a lot of work into it too.
Yeah, they do.
It's like I hope it doesn't sound bad. It's like performance enhancing drugs for a athlete. It's like you have the ability there, but here's a little extra that we're gonna put that's gonna put you across the finish line a little faster, or a little better than what you usually would do. Maybe that's a terrible example, but it's like it's too manipulative in certain parts.
I get what you mean, though. But like you have to think of actors who have done full prosthetics on the face, like Jim Carrey's.
Okay, that's completely fine. But it's when we get into like Caesar.
But no, but to your point, like what we're discussing, the actors who have done that, it is so hard to act through all of that makeup and prosthetic because of everything that is on your face. You can't fully deliver sometimes what your facial muscles do naturally underneath all of that.
For sure. And again, I have no bones about like prosthetics or anything.
Right.
It's just like when we do get into that place where the emotion is being put through a put through by visual effects. That's the only part, which is a little. I didn't mean to take us on another little side mission there, but
it's okay.
They did Weta does a great job. They've won Oscars. They've won everything in the book for the stuff they've done.
This better win something.
Just visual effects alone, because again, a whole time through this movie, and we'll jump back into like the spoilers part. I was thinking, and I can't get a Ninja Turtles movie like this. That's the only thing I kept thinking. I was like, practical, and then let's CG some faces, man, if we need to. Let's blend, make a perfect blend of CG and practicality when it comes to that. Because I'm like, we could do 3 more of these, man. 3 more of these suits, 3 more of these CGIs for these turtle faces. But after that, after the whole talk with Thea, because they were going to put Deck down essentially, right? Or were they?
They were going to take them back and experiment on them like they were going to do with everything else.
He was basically an experiment.
So Thea works with him so he can escape. So he jumps out of the ship. He finds his old ship. But they boxed up Thea, poor Thea.
Yep.
I literally said, "What do we do?" What do we do with this? Put her in a box. I was like, "What?"
And then they literally put her in a box.
My literal imagination was like, little brown box, little table, like, and then
no, me too. I had the same exact thought. I was like, what?
Peanuts and stuff inside. And then put her up in the shelf.
Well, there's something I want to talk about because it's at this point of the story where Dex finds Buddy because they do separate and come back. What I loved about the writing is how we really see it in this section of the film where the main lesson the brother taught Dex was use the cave. And now this is a metaphor, like this whole planet is a metaphor for that cave and how he uses it to his advantage to basically get his prey. I thought that was such.
Oh yeah, he took one hell of a comprehensive exam at the end of this movie.
Oh yeah,
he remembered everything and used it all to his advantage.
I was so impressed how they brought that back and circled it in, and how he did everything with the blade grass to one of those weird eel things.
Yep,
and just how
the bugs that blow up.
The bugs that blow up.
The eel became his little shoulder gun at the
the shoulder gun, and then how it blended in with some of his own tech that he still used because he goes back to the ship and he gets his other weapons to use. So I thought that was just such a cool tie-in to the start of the film, because I feel like with this whole film, and there's still more to talk about, there was a beginning, there was a middle, and then there was an end, plus a setup.
For sure.
Can we please?
Well, just with that, we'll get to the end real quick. Or the battle at the end. Battle at the end, essentially, he's going back to try to save Thea. He went back to where we found her legs. I don't think I talked about that, but we found her legs.
Can we talk about how her legs just took out?
Yeah, she was. It was like half a Black Widow, essentially.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Her legs were just walking, and then the legs was just taking out people left and right. I was like, can we just needle drop when the bodies hit the floor?
And we find Deck finds Bud, or Bud finds Deck. He spits on Bud, and they're like this now. They're tight. But I also didn't talk about when he was fighting the Callus smelled something on him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This is a big reveal because
he smelled the Callus on him, and the Callus stopped. He was about to destroy Deck, and he looked at him and sniffed him. Fast forward to where we are now. We're going back to save Thea. We figure out from then on that Bud is the Callus's child.
Mm-hmm. It's offspring. Yeah, because even Tessa looked at him and was like, the Callus always kills. Why did it spare you? It was because it smelled the spit of the baby when the baby accepted him into the clan.
Yeah, so then after that,
I agree with Turtle. If you're gonna befriend an animal on this planet, that'd be the one. That'd be the one to be friends with. undestroyable
1,000,000%.
animal. Yes.
So we get to that ending too. He's suited up, straight up Arnold style. I felt like he made all of his armor and all that stuff. Some stuff he still had on the ship. We talked about how he went through, learned everything from before, suited up even more. And he and Bud roll in there, following Tessa's legs into the Wayland factory to save Thea and to release the Callus, Bud's mom. And they wreck shop. He goes through there. That's
nothing survives.
Clean predator action, taking out Wayland Yutani droids. We can do that. We can slice and dice because they're not human. They don't even have red blood. They're milky inside.
I thought that was an interesting effect with the AI droids, how the substance of them, it was such a unique material that someone imagined up. I thought that was like so dope.
Yeah, it's been that ooey gooey looking since Aliens.
And it's how vivid of a memory that is in my brain from Alien.
Yeah, and that's just
first time I saw that.
and again, it's stuck. It's easy for that. We get to the Callus. We release the Callus, but hey, we're fighting Tessa at the end, and she's in the mech suit. She's got his gun. She stole his shoulder gun.
Around there, running amok.
Yeah, man. What else about Leave It Out? Do we just want to get to the ending of it?
Yes. So listen to me, bro. This is one of the coldest welcome backs I've ever seen. Is when your man Dick stepped off of that ship, and his dad to tell his two boys, "Y'all go get him." I don't know what he told him to do that for, because Dick wasn't playing no games, dog. With that spear, whatever you call, what do you call it? That weapon.
Yes.
He came back. Here's my question. How long did it take for him to get back? Because Bud was big.
It had to be years.
Yeah, it had to be a long time because we don't and the movie doesn't clarify that at all. We don't know how long it took for Deck to get to the planet to begin with on the ship. So we don't know how long that time passes. But yeah, when he gets back to the planet, Bud is huge. Unless that thing has.
And I was gonna say it because we don't know anything about that species. It might grow fast.
Right. I mean, because it could be one of two things. It could be that that planet is very far. It took him a long time to get back, which is why Bud was so big. Or the species, since we don't know much about it, it probably just grew pretty quickly because it's a big beast. So I can see it growing rapidly in a very short time.
Yeah, so he went back, gave the old 1-2s to his dad, which was great. Hey, okay.
An encore performance of what he did, but better.
Yeah, exactly. Arms off and everything. He deserved all of that. But my thing was, Doc, I didn't know this. I didn't know when predators got old, man. Their dreads turn gray. And they grow gray hair, legit gray. His mask came off, and there was a gray goatee.
Yep,
did not know that either.
It's a lot we don't know about predators, which is why I want a movie of us at Yautja Prime. Like, I want to see the society. You feel me? Like, I want to see Yautja Prime and how they grow up and how they train and where they who tells them where to go. And I want to see the biggest predators that they have on Yautja Prime.
Well, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Maybe the biggest predator
is Mama.
Is Mama, who pulled up in the ship at the end.
Well, everybody's sword started glowing. I thought they were about to jump my man's.
I know, I did too, because he turns it and the way Thea's like, who is that? He goes, my mother.
That's my mother. My mother is here.
So that's going to be an interesting dynamic to see as well, because
Jen, think about this. Think about this. What if it was the mama that told the father, like, we got to kill the boy? He too little.
Well, I was actually just about to ask this, and since we don't know too much about the predator species, what if the woman is more powerful than the men?
What if
she has more it's like a reverse where the king is most powerful than most stories and the queen is more on the side, just there where it's a little bit of the other way around, where no, like the queen is the one who rules. We do what she says.
It's the way that Dex said it that made me think, oh crap, mom's home. You know, that sort of thing. Like, oh crap, let me wash these dishes before mom gets home, man.
Hey, it was too late. He couldn't clean nothing, bro.
Yep. It's like, oh shoot, I just took out her husband.
And then he's literally wearing his father's cloak on his arm. You feel me? Like,
sure. So that was, in a nutshell, essentially our spoiler. We went through as much as we could or could remember to.
Yes.
It's a really good movie. Real quick question though, too. Where do y'all rank Badlands within the franchise? Tough question here. We went through the list. I'm not pulling it up again, but we went through the list.
Predator with the first one with Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's number one. Him and Carl Weathers. That's number one.
Dutch, you son of a bitch.
Bro, and I know this movie just came out Friday, but I'm gonna put this one at number 2.
I agree, actually.
I gotta put this one at number 2.
It's like, yeah, you can't touch Arnold Schwarzenegger's Predator. I mean, like, that's but yeah, this is number 2.
Yeah,
this is number 2.
I've wanted a Predator movie, just a Predator straight movie like this for a very, very long time. Doc, you know I've been asking for this for years.
Yeah.
I love the first one. The first one's always going to be the GOAT. That second one, for me,
I really enjoyed that second one too. With Danny Glover.
I love Danny Glover too. I love Prey. I love this one. Those are my 4. But my second one, oh man, I gotta put this here.
Yeah,
I gotta put
this is
if
number
I'm
2.
ranking, I might go 1 Badlands, 2, and then Prey if we're doing 4.
Well, I was gonna say if we're going 4, mine will be Predator out the gate. Then this one.
Yep.
Then Prey. And for me, it'll be Alien versus Predator. Because you have, bro, just the introduction of that Predator by himself, bro. He's the one that goes and cleans up everything that these predators go out and screw up when they out on their hunt.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like, we never saw that Predator before. We never saw that perspective before. And to have him, and the fact that Deck, wants to be Wolf now, not even consider the whole joint put together. You see what I'm saying?
Well, this was another question I had before Mama showed up was, so does this mean he's king?
Oh, I mean he probably not king. Maybe he's the chief of his clan.
Because the father killed the brother and he came back and again actually killed the prey that he said he was going to kill, brought back the young, and dethroned his father.
I'm gonna say he's probably the chief of his clan, but I'm pretty sure on All-Star Prime there is a king.
Yeah.
Because Deck was just trying to get in the clan. He wasn't even trying to be no ruler or nothing.
Yeah, he wasn't to be a part of the clan yet. He had to go on his hunt.
But here's the thing now. He has his own tribe.
He has his own clan.
And it's Thea and Bud.
Yep.
And him, which I never thought going into this movie that this is how I would feel coming out of it. Was like
it's so dope.
It was good across the board, man.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know what else. If there's bad reviews for it, I don't know what else you're looking for. Like, I really don't. Because they know, is the Yacha gonna curse? Who cares, man?
Yeah.
It doesn't need it. Like,
you don't need to.
It doesn't need it.
What's the point?
Like, and the PG-13 rating, you know, I'm happy that we got that. It didn't take me out of it. And honestly, less is more. We got so much more because there was not these extra things that really weren't needed.
Can I say this was one of the greatest, and we all know, y'all know I love James Bond, and they have the greatest opening sequences to movies, period. But this was one of the greatest opening sequences to a movie I have seen in a very long time.
Especially not
knowing that sword and split that thing in half, bro, and grab both halves and roared. I was like, let me sit up and see what my man Deck about, bro.
Yep.
And that's the biggest thing about it, right? I think it's the
shots.
Going in. Shots. I think it was going in not fully knowing what to fully expect. Just saying like, hey, this is Predator on his like this is just a Yautja, his story, POV from his point of view, obviously. Or yeah, we're seeing it from his point of view.
Go on a hunt. Oh.
And that's it. I didn't expect,
and then we go left.
I didn't expect that at the beginning. I just thought like, hey, it's your time, young fella.
Yeah.
Go out there and bring home a beast.
You called it. I mean, we talked about it last week.
That's what I
called it.
That's what I thought. Hey, go out there, young fella, bring back a beast, bring back a trophy.
Yeah. The crazy thing is, his brother went past. He went past that planet so fast. He was like, "Yep, man, we got this one." And he was like, "No, go back." He was like,
"Go back." What is that?
You don't want to go there. Our father don't even want to go to that planet. You want bro? You don't want to go there. We're gonna keep moving. He was like, "No, go back to what is that?"
And then when Dex said, "I will hunt," I will hunt.
Yeah,
your brother's like, "Crap."
All right, you do what you gotta do.
Okay.
So yeah, so it set up a stage real well. We're building another, more within the Predator Aliens universe, I guess. And now since we got Thea and Deck together, that's both of the franchises combined into one. We'll see how that sort of moves the needle for whatever comes next. Because obviously Mama's here. We got to see where we go from there.
Here's Mama.
Because Doc, that might be your thought. Like that might be when we just get him just there on the planet, you know?
Yeah.
But
because I also have a flip side to that too. What if his mom gets off that ship and she's proud that he stood up for himself?
This is what
that could happen too. That could happen.
We got about a year and a half to speculate because there's no way they're not making another one, right?
It's a setup for a sequel. Because the moment I saw that and the movie ended, I went, "We're getting a sequel." Yes, I want more.
For sure. Any last thoughts before we jump off here, Jen?
No, I want to know. I want to know from the guys in the chat. What do y'all rank this movie? How do y'all rank them?
Yes,
in the Predator canon. How would you rank this movie in that sequence?
And why they do that, Jen? Final thoughts.
Give me the game.
Yes.
Give me the game. I'm ready. I will take a week off from work. Give me the freaking game.
I just need a weekend.
Your final thoughts.
I want to take my time.
Bro, I really want to go and see this movie again tonight. I'm seriously sitting here considering getting a ticket right now and going back and seeing this film. It was that good for me.
Yes.
Yeah, Say says 3. He loves the second one. That's a tough one too.
Yeah,
the second one is near and dear to my heart too. It's a fun time, but this was a time that I did not expect.
Yep.
I've been waiting for a movie like this for a long time. They finally gave it to us, and it's like the title says, it's the Predator movie. I put weave, but it's I've always wanted. Always wanted.
You can say we. I mean that. Yes, this is the Predator movie we've always wanted. So thank you.
It's been good. It's been good. But man, I think that'll end our review of Predator Badlands. Man, it was so good, so good, so good.
My theater applauded at the end. We all applauded.
Yeah.
Everybody who watched, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. We'll be back here every Wednesday at 9:05. Where we explore all the topics on All-Star Fandom Prime, pretty much all-star coverage of all your fandoms here every Wednesday at 9:05. Like, share, do everything. Comment.
Yes.
Talk amongst yourselves in the chat or in the comments. Do everything. Because we're growing, we're building, and this was a fun thing that we get to do. And there might be another review on the way somewhere for something, perhaps. So we'll talk about that. But until next time, I've been, I keep saying that. I'm Jed. This is Jed. That's Doc at the bottom. It was a fun one, and we'll see y'all back here on Wednesday for All-Star Fandom Prime. Peace.
Peace.